And good evening, fellow interlopers and kazutst and gra and various other words. How are we all this evening? It is good to be back. It is good to be back. It is Thursday. It's time to play some more No Man's Sky. So welcome one and welcome all. Lots of people in the chat, which is always good. Away go wafflers across the world unite. Indeed. Come one, come all. There's waffles for everybody. Indeed. Good. Lovely to see you all on the chat as well. So thanks very much for popping in. It's always good to welcome more visitors, people who are interested in space games in primarily, and also obviously in this case No Man's Sky, because that's what we're currently playing. And what a fantastic game it is! I must admit, I am a bit hooked. There's just I'm just a bit overwhelmed actually right now with all the amount of stuff that I've got to kind of do. I feel like I've scratched quite a lot of surfaces of things, but I've not kind of gone into any depth on any of them yet, because there's so many things that keep presenting themselves to me. This is definitely in some ways a really good game for me, and sometimes a really bad game for me, because it's like, oh, new shiny thing. And for those of you who watch me play this, I am a bit of a magpie. I go, oh, shiny thing, shiny thing. I must just go and I won't get distracted today. I promise. Oh, hang on a minute, there's a shiny thing, and stuff. Okay, so anyway, and Julia says hiya. Hello, Julia. Good to see you inside the game. There's stuff. My base is out of power. Oh no, stuff's gone wrong. Anyway, talking about my base, I have been a bit busy. And there are a few curiosities actually about have I seen the Shiny Show? The Shiny Show. Have I seen the Shiny Show? Yes, I have seen the Shiny Show. Anyway, this game is the bane of those with attention deficit. Yeah, so I must admit. Oh look, the sun comes up. Doesn't it look nice? It just looks nice all the time. It's just I just like watching it actually. It's just good fun. Anyway, right. I'm still in the same spot. So this is my little space on the mountainside where I've been for a while. This is the Planet Reclamation, and it's a jolly nice place, as you can see. But I have been a bit busy now. A few people are coming down to land on my base, and there's one of those Sentinel things. Just buzz off. I don't want Sentinels. Now I have, as you can see. Well, you can't really see actually, because this tree has grown since last time I was here. I have been busy. Now I filled in my cave. Okay, I filled in my cave because do you mind? Sentinels shooting at my base. Ah, there's Sentinels everywhere. What's going on? I don't know. Anyway, so I have been a bit busy. Right. Okay. So while the Sentinels are busily trashing the joint, uninvited guests. I think they thought they were. I filled in the cave because I did all of my batteries and all that gumph. Okay, underground, and I had problems with the ground filling in, so I've kind of moved them and I filled in the hole in the ground. And well, now the Sentinels seem to have buzzed off, which is good. And I've built well, and I thought it was working, but it seems it doesn't, because my power has come back on, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Anyway, so let me take you on a quick tour. Come with me, because I filled in the hole in the ground. So instead of that, I've put all my techie things up on top of the hill here. Okay, so I've now got this like little pad, which I think is. I mean, I'm a bit OCD on these things. I like things to look neat and tidy. Okay, so I've got at the moment 4 solar panels on this sort of dishy thing, and 4 batteries all connected up with a wire hider thingy, a cloaking device for wires. In the middle of it, so it's sort of neat and tidy. That's what I like to have. Okay, that is now powering my base, which has replaced the previous base that you saw, and I built it in the air. Okay, a bit. So it's oh, here come the Sentinels again. I don't know why these guys have suddenly turned up. Anyway, sometimes they leave. Do you mind? What do you mean? Okay, I think it's just scaring me. I'm going to go down here anyway. I'm going to ignore it. Let's keep crashing my stream. Go away. So down here underground, I've built some foundations on top of the ground, rather than kind of trying to make my base in the ground, if that makes sense. Now this is a slightly implausible architectural structure. I'd love to know what this stuff's made of because it is incredibly strong. All right. Feather of the Crow, thank you very much. Nice looking place I found there. So yeah, so here's my foundations, and then I've kind of built a kind of almost like a space station really out of these elements here, which took me a little while before I figured it out. I've unlocked some storage containers, which allows me to hold things. And I put my car down there right now because I haven't got anywhere obvious to put the car. It's a stream sniping Sentinel. So yeah, so my base. Now you get into my base. Well, there's nifty. I even made a little ramp. Someone's coming in. After you. No, Mr. Purple. Who's that? Julia. And Mrs. Purple, should I say? Hello. You go on through, my dear. Welcome into the base. So in here, through come on in. Through my entrance hall, is my kind of techie stuff, for lack of a better word. So I've got my portal to mysterious places. I've got a save beacon, so now I can save my game. I've got this construction unit, and I've got my portable refiner thingy. So that's kind of I know this is sort of the kind of the entrance hall, but it's kind of where I've left my stuff, right? And then over here, in the midsection, I haven't really got a plan for the midsection here, other than it's the midsection. So at some point, yeah, I'm going to put some stuff in here. Over here on the left-hand side, I've got my alien dudes, my entities. And I love the way they wave at you when you come in. So they've been doing stuff for me. I've done a few missions for them. On the other side, I've got, well, as you can see, it's again, I've still got things growing inside my house, but I've kind of left this one because it kind of looks okay. Maybe it does need some sofas. So yeah, so I need to get some. This one I think is going to be the living room because it's kind of got the best view. Okay, so you can kind of look out there. If this tree wasn't here, it would be even better. And then out the front, as all respecting sci-fi bases have, I've actually managed to put my spaceship out here, so it's kind of sitting here on the launch pad. And down there is my car, so I've kind of got everything kind of how I want it for the time being. And there's quite a bit of internal space, and I've got my greenhouse on top, and I put my flag up there as well. So I think I can fly up. There, my flag is on top, on top there. And it's kind of looking a bit like a proper sci-fi base now. It's like I'm absurdly pleased with what I've done. Now it's supposed to have enough power to recharge the batteries and then run off the batteries in the night time. I'm not sure if I've got that quite right. Yeah, I suppose I've tried to make a bit of a Thunderbirds type base. That's kind of why I've gone. So yeah, that tree. I mean, maybe I'll leave that tree. Oh, my life support system's running out. Hang on, let me sort that out. See, I have to do this now. So that's the base. No Man's Sky version of the yucca. Yeah, it's kind of like a yucca plant, isn't it? That's quite a good point. So that's the way in and out. And I've got most of the stuff. Now I did unlock these. Whoops, I'm just falling the hole in the ground. Well, it looks like I've got some under the ground repairs still to do there. Those have run out of. Why has that one run out of power? That's a bit weird. One has power and one doesn't. Have I not got enough power? I'm not quite sure why that's not working. It looks like it's almost become disconnected from something. So, let's have a look at the building. So that's wired up to there. Maybe I haven't got enough power. Maybe I've added too many things. I'll have to investigate. Anyway, I've got some storage containers. Well, it says it's wired. And there's my car, which has again slightly suffered from. I haven't got a good place for, and I've got a trap door there through the vegetation. So there's a few glitches I need to sort out. It does look disconnected, but it says it's not. If I press the build button, then it appears to be connected. So I'm not quite sure. Let me just delete that. Let's delete that wire and just rewire it again. See if that helps. Tech. Where is it? Power. There we go. Let's put the wire back down to. Yeah, so it's sort of Oh, there we go. Now it's working. I've come across this a few times. Occasionally, maybe I should wire them independently then, just because. Let's wire that one to. I suppose it really matters, does it? Wire that one to there just in case. So now it's one's powered and the other one's not. So I've got a feeling I haven't got quite enough power. I haven't done anything with the freighter. No, I haven't done anything with the freighter. So I've got a feeling I need a little bit more power. But anyway, I've got a bit more storage in there, which is jolly handy. I think I'm going to delete this bit down here because apart from these Sentinels, I don't know why they're all flying in from. Well, they're so interesting. Somebody flying past there. Just ignore the light. It's a small one. Julia says sometimes I get the lightning bolt even though things are powered, so that's a bit weird. And occasionally I've noticed that my wiring seems to go a bit screwed up as things switch off and then switch on, and then you kind of like need to give it a jump start or something. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. So anyway, so I'm going to just tidy up here a little bit because somebody's not quite right here. Let's just get the roadster out of the way. Gonna ideally drive that to the top of the hill. Let's just park it out there. I'm going to. I don't think that's the ideal spot for the car. I'm going to figure something else because there isn't much flat ground here, as you can see. Keep falling through terrain problems, which I think has been caused by me doing things. So let's see if I can. Let's remove that. I'm going to try and repair the ground here a moment. There we go. Let's make that a bit bigger. Ooh, up inside the. That's a bit weird. I ended up inside the. Just going to repair this bit on the ground. There we go. Right. Then it won't. Hopefully, it won't kind of glitch out the way it was glitching out before. I'll have a play. I think I might park my car, build the thingy at the top of the hill, alongside my power plant thingy, because there's a tiny bit of flat space up here. Let me just see if I can. It's a small walk from there. Somebody's spaceship is there, but anyway, never mind. Right, right. Where is my specialist? There's so many things I can build now. It's quite hard to navigate through all. There we go. Look, I can just whack it at the top of the. Starship. Oh, this is somebody's starship is there. Right. Okay. In that case, confusing. Let's go over here. Let's stick it on this side. Let's stick it there. There we go. Oh, that's a bit better. It's not going to get in everybody. Sounds like there's a massive war going on. Oh, it's a Sentinel. I was firing. Why are you firing at me? I haven't done anything to you. Ow, ow, ow. I'm running away. Go away. Why are these Sentinels trying to kill me? Which isn't very nice, I think. Okay, so they're what? I don't like these Sentinels. I'm not quite sure what their beef with me is because I don't think I've done anything to them. So they keep gate crashing my stream. And at the moment, I need to get my my gun sorted out because I haven't. What's it nowadays? Oh, somebody's taking them on my behalf. Who's that? Can't tell from here. Julia and Blade Drogue maybe helping me out. It looks like I'm invulnerable inside my base, which is curious. Sentinels can't see me indoors, so I can make rude gestures at them from the windows. Guy, excellent. So I don't know why are the Sentinels here. I haven't really understood what the Sentinels' beef is. I'm on an aggressive planet. Okay, so I've just got Tetchy Sentinels. Well, they've only recently shown up. So somebody has told me that I need to get I need to install some stuff. So I've got a bolt caster and an advanced mining laser, which I've got to go and get back because I accidentally last week swapped my multi-tool for another multi-tool, and I need some bits. So I need that's the advanced mine laser, and I'm going to need some chromatic metal. Right, I know how to make a chromatic metal. That requires me to get some copper, which I think I've got some of. Is it safe to come out? No. Let's sneak down to my... There's one there. Under that. It's still... Youch! That's not very nice. Have I got some copper? Yes. Right, I'm taking the copper, and I'm going to run back up. Ooh, now I'm underground. What happened there? I've still got a magical hole in the ground. So these sentinels are not being very nice. Look, just leave me alone. Let's get in there. Right, me in my house. Right. Goodness me. Right. Okay. I think a gun is going to be very good. They do seem to be very aggressive. Okay, so... Right, okay, so let's take that out, put that back in there. I need to put some copper. Where's my copper? Yeah, there it is. Put that in there. Somebody's still shooting me, I think. Right, let's make some chromatic metal. It always seems to be jolly useful, chromatic metal. You possibly upset them when you flatten the bush. They don't like that. Okay, so I think it's time for me to make a gun. Go there. As far as I'm concerned, in my personal headcanon here, they've attacked me without provocation. I don't, they haven't explained themselves. They haven't made any demand. They've just been hostile. So they're getting what's coming to them. They don't like my hat pin. Well, that's just rude. Okay, so is it? Oh, look, one's inside. Nah, how's it got inside my building? Shooting me. Just go away. These things are really aggressive. It's got inside my house. Right, how badly damaged am I? Do I need to recharge? I've got hazard protection's okay. Life support. So what damage have they been doing? Am I the dog sentinel? Is that what it was? Oh, that one down there. Oh yeah. Is it damaging the glass? Just look. I feel like I'm surrounded now. This is really good. I'm kind of imprisoned by suppression level 4 severe. I'm look, it's saying in the entranceway. Health bar is top left. Oh, hello. What's that? Is that a sentinel as well? I feel like I'm badly... Where'd that shot come from? I feel like I'm badly outgunned now. They're queuing up. Yeah, I was going to say, I think I need to get out of here. Right, hang on a minute. Can I craft this? Can I take the fight back to them? Hang on. Where's my multi-tool? Right. E install technology. Have I got a bolt cast? Right, I need 3 carbon nanotubes. I think I can craft carbon nanotubes, can't I? Right. I need some more of them. I need some more. Can't believe I haven't got enough carbon. Which, of course, I'm going to have to sacrifice the tree. Weapon charge is deleted. It's going well tonight. Mining beam. Right, have some carbon in that. Right, come on, right. Come on, I can't shoot this plant from inside, so I'm going to have to. Where is it? Is it still in there? I think it's gone. Okay, so maybe I can. Can I sneak out here, shoot down the tree, give enough carbon to get myself a decent gun, and then the sentinels are going to get cross. With me chopping down trees. I haven't had this much conflict for a while. This is a new level of hostility from. Can't shoot that one from that angle. Right, is that enough to craft some nanotubes? Hang on a minute. I need some. Oh, still need some more. Here's another tree. That one. That range. I was trying to avoid not going outside too much. Think I better run. No, I'm not giving up my base. No. That's not the way this works. Was it somebody else is doing this because they're here? That could be it. This is the problem with multiplayer, right? But, you know, let's roll with it. Right. Why can't I shoot the tree? I should be able to hit it. The tree is not... I'm not sure why my gun isn't working properly. Why is that not... Where's the mining beam? Tell you what, I've got a mining beam on my roadster. Take that. And that's not hitting anything either. Doesn't seem to be able to hit the trees, which is a bit weird. Ooh, didn't mean to jump out there. It's just... Come on, I need some carbon. There we go. It's not hitting the tree. I don't know if that's a glitch or something. Oh, I haven't got. I should hopefully have enough carbon. Right, there we go. Somebody here is firing a very, very big death ray at me. Not sure what that's doing. Right. Okay. Right, so I need now to craft another nanotube. There we've got 3 of them. Right, now I should be able to, no, not extra craft, I should be able to install a bolt caster. Yes! Right, Sentinel drones investigating. Drones are alerted by harvesting resources. Okay, so drones will attack if you continue to harvest resources while in sight. Okay. So I've got the bolt caster. Am I selected on the bolt caster? It's still not working. Okay, so what have I got to do? Oh, I've got to install it. I've done that. Right, there we go. Okay, so that's... Right, Sentinel drones investigating. Right, how much? Right, bolt caster is... Oh, there it goes. Right, okay, so I've got 72. Right, where's one of these Sentinels? Here's one. Oh, there's that. Is that the dog one people were warning me about? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right, come somewhere. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, braves are wrong. A bit vicious, aren't they? So my health bar there was a bit low. So how do I recharge the health? Hazard protection. Okay, so oh that's just recharging on its own. Right. Okay. So let's see if Ernie has engaged Sentinels and then run away. Okay, so right, so I've sort of healed myself. Okay, well that's good news. I won't do anything. I think it's a bit hot here for me at the moment. I'm gonna jump in the ship. Yeah, jump in the ship and fly off. Okay, that's probably not a bad idea. Okay, right. So I did want to. Right, I still want the advanced mine lasers. What do I need for that? Carbon nanotubes I can craft, which I might as well do. Have I got enough carbon? No, you've got a tiny bit more carbon. Oh, don't go up there. Unidentified plant. Nope, bolt caster, mining beam. It's a bit weird that it doesn't do that. Okay. a bit strange. Maybe I just need to take off and come back again. Okay, well I might do that. Oh, there's one of those things that's just hanging around my base. Right. Let's start being a bit more structured. I'm going to take off and maybe land somewhere else. Somewhere. Ah! Oh, a bit more quiet. There's definitely some slightly weird glitchy things going on here at the moment. Oh, I can't quite get up to my base. I've obviously left a hole in the ground. Slightly covered over by leaves. Oh, okay, well the Sentinels are just... No, they've just stopped. I'll leave them alone, I think. Right, let's go through my base. I think, well, is this a player here? A walker brain, what's that? Like a massive... Well, walker, obviously. Okay, so... Never go into space. Okay, don't go into space when the Sentinels are after me. Right, that's good advice. I'll try and avoid that. Okay, so I'm just going to fly off a bit then. Okay, it'd be a good time to get the storage and the transporter upgrade in the freighter. Then you'll have access to your stuff as long as you're in the same system as the freighter. And that was the highest level of ground sentinel, or the dog thing. Okay, so I'll have serious troubles. Okay, I won't go off into space. I just need to get some carbon, actually. That's basically all I need to get. It looks like Julia's building a base across the hill, which is quite cool. She'll just fly past Julia's base. Yeah, she's making a base. Very nice. Right, let's just go to the edge of the trees here. There's a quietish little spot, hopefully. What would happen? Yeah, the walker is a big sentinel. Okay, so I've kind of wandered off now. My base is up on the top of the hill. Actually, there's Julia's base, so she's decided to build one. I just want to get a little bit of carbon so I can. Right, I hate those plants, poisonous plants. Right, let's see if the problem with the plants not being. That didn't last long, did it? Hope the Sentinels don't come. So that was a big Sentinel as well. Okay, so that's interesting. If the Sentinels are after you, they attack me in space. I don't know. Have the Sentinels now given up on me? How do I know? So basically the Sentinels' beef is that they don't like you. If they're really pissed at you, they'll show up with a capital ship. That doesn't sound good at all. I don't think I've got much in the way of guns, other than my bolt caster. Can I put weapons on the exocraft? Because it's got a mining laser at the moment, but which looks very cool, but it doesn't do much damage to things. The walker's just despawned. Okay, so hopefully, right. So I just need to craft a carbon nanotube. What else do I need to craft for this advanced mine? A hermetic seal. In the formula. Craft hermetic seals from condensed carbon. Okay. Purchase wiring loop from space station terminals. Okay, so I'm going to have to go over and get one anyway. Okay. Well, the condensed carbon I can do. I can add a cannon to the exocraft. Excellent. Okay, so the wanted level should be in the top right of your HUD. Okay, so what is actually the Sentinels' beef? Is it basically they don't like you mining stuff at all? Is that they're just not happy about that? Because I don't remember getting a sort of cease and desist. You know, you're doing something that we don't want you to do. Okay, so this is a bit weird. Why is my base gone? Why is my base powered down? This happened happens. This happens every so often. My base seems to run out of power, even though, or maybe I haven't got enough batteries. To go and investigate that as well. Okay, they don't like you mining stuff or killing stuff. Right. Okay. So I suppose that sort of makes sense. Right. So we needed some condensed carbon, didn't we? Okay. So let's have a bit of that first. Don't know how much of that I need. Let's try 20. Right. So you come out of there. Let's put condensed carbon in there. Already had some. Okay, that just goes back to carbon. So what am I doing wrong there then? Hermetic seal. What was in the right? Craft hermetic seals from condensed carbon. Oh, craft. Duh. Sorry, I'm being a bit dense. Hermetic seal. Condensed carbon. I need 30. Right, let's have a little bit more then. No, I'm doing that wrong around. Actually, there's 41 there, so maybe just because I'd left it in. That's why. Right. Okay, so I've got. I need to craft the hermetic seal. Right, hang on a minute. I'm almost there. Craft the hermetic seal. There it is. Right. Okay. Now I need to get some. What was it? Wiring looms. I need 2 wiring looms, which I presume I can't get. Okay, so I need to go and buy them. Why is my base offline? Let's have a look at my power systems. Did I discharge it? So the battery's showing. It says the battery's depleted. Okay, so I think I've got too much stuff now connected to my charging installation. I'm going to have to beef that up a bit. Okay. Alright, there's another thing to do. For streamers, multiplayer is way more trouble than it's worth. Causes terrain and multiple other bugs and problems. Okay, so that's an issue. Okay, so I'll... right, it should be back on now. Because there's, like, sunshine. That's generating some power. No stored power. Generator status insufficient light. Has it just not? Has the sun not come up high enough yet? It says it's generating some power. Oh, there's the dark hours remaining counting down. Right. So hopefully in a moment it'll go. Right, now it's charging. I think. Grid status overloaded. No stored power. What? Why isn't that charging? It's all connected up. I've had this before every so often. The not enough pylons. What's a pylon? Turn them towards. Yeah, they're not pointing in the right direction. I don't think I can do anything about that. Oh, hang on, is it just... There it goes. It takes a moment to initialise by the look of it. There we go, right, okay. So time until charge, 39 minutes. So I'm... Basically, I haven't got enough... I may have enough storage, but I may not have enough generating. Okay, so I need to... I'll beef that up. I think I need more solar panels, more batteries. I think my base is consuming more power than I've got. Okay, right, let's get the wiring. Then we'll try and get back to some of the missions. I've just... need... This is the problem. Everything you do requires you to do something else. I need a lot more solar panels. Right, let's go to the space station. I think I'm okay. Look at Julia's been making a base. Look how much she's built already. She's got a landing pad and everything. Very cool. Right. Where is the space station? I'm doing that on the mouse. I should be flying it with a joystick. I just left your planet to do some stuff on the... Yeah, so I'll add a bit more in terms of power. That I can do offline because that's a bit boring, isn't it? I do want to get this... not the bulk card, the advanced mining laser sorted out. The Sentinels annoying me enough to engage them won't be an issue for now. Excellent, well done. So yeah, so these Sentinels... Now the Vikine, I understand from reading some of the lore, they've got a beef with the Sentinels as well. So I'm quite looking forward to finding out a bit more about that. Let's get into space. There we go. Right. So where is the space station? There it is. Okay. Engage the pulse drive and press tab so the stream doesn't disintegrate. Right, okay. Let's go to the space station, get the wiring thingy so I can build the advanced mining laser. And then I can start just calming down, starting to do things. Is there a kind of fuel reactor? It's super inefficient. So yeah, the fuel is, well, I mean, the one that bothers me actually is the hyperdrive. That takes longer to refuel, so I can imagine that being a bit of a fail. I haven't really gone anywhere much yet because I've been so occupied with freighters and base building and all that kind of good stuff. I haven't really done any exploration at all. I'm trying to still get to grips with the basic game mechanic. Right, here we go. Here's the space station. I'm still not brilliant at flying this. Here we go. Right, see if I can get my wiring loom. You need lots of wiring looms in this game, so buy a few. Okay, let's see if there's any on sale here. There will be. Because I haven't done anything with my freighters for a couple of weeks now because I've been distracted by other stuff. Right, so now I've got the Sentinels to deal with as well. I'm trying to get some dudes in my base to help me build it out. So I've got 2 of them so far. And they sent me on some missions as well. So there's just so many things. Okay, so I want to buy some wiring looms. Wiring looms. A quantum computer. Wiring loom. There we go. Right. So let's buy 10 then. Oh, that's a lot. I don't think I need that many then. Let's buy 4. Just because. They're quite expensive, aren't they? Wiring. Why is a wiring loom so expensive? Okay, so I should have some wiring looms. Can I craft this thing now? Yes. Right, in you go, in you go, and in you go. Right, now I've got an advanced mining laser, which is just going to be jolly helpful. So now I've got a bolt caster, a terrain manipulator, a mining beam, a geology cannon, which I assume is the terrain manipulator, the scanner, and the other bit. Okay, so and I've got 1 free slot for the time being. Good. Okay, that's good. Right, there we go. Right. Okay, so from here, I can go back to my base. What I'll do in the week is I'll add a bunch more batteries and solar panels, but I'm not going to worry about that now because that would be a bit boring. So let's just recap then on where I'd got to with the story. So I had expanded the base a bit. Now I was a bit stuck on this one. This is a bit weird because it says construct a microprocessor for the overseer. Okay, but I've got a microprocessor here, but he doesn't seem to recognise it. So I don't know if I've got to get rid of it and maybe craft it again. I don't know. The geocannon is a grenade launcher used with care. Okay. There are so many things. Yeah, exactly, Lord. No, that's exactly. Sorry, Susie. There is so many things. I've got 80 hours in games now. I'm finally getting to grips on most of it. So I don't feel like I've got a vague understanding of some of the mechanics. Be very careful of the geology cannon. It does have a tendency to kill you. Okay, I'll bear that one in mind. So I wonder if I've got to. I can either dismantle it, or maybe I could sell it because I think I can craft another one by looking at that. Let's see if I can just sell it, and then I'll go craft another one maybe because he doesn't seem to recognise that for some reason. Sell microprocessor. Let me sell the one I've got. There we go. All the other stuff on there is, I think, relatively useful. Yeah. Okay. Right, so let's go back to him. The other stuff I was doing is, okay, the base computer archives, I need to go and have a look at it again. Scientific research just says return to the scientist. Now, actually, there was a bit that happened to me when I was off stream, as it were, in that my entity at the science station had a bit of a crisis of confidence. Okay, he suddenly got all upset that he'd been disconnected from his link. It looks like it was a Borg, kind of like a Borg link thing going on, and he got disconnected from it. I had to go and investigate and sort of take his intelligence out and then put it back in. It was all a bit weird. And last time I spoke to him, he was rebooting. So I'm going to go and check him out and see how he is, because I was a bit concerned about him. Do the scientific research first. So okay, let's go and check him out, because he wasn't in a good way last time, and I'm not quite sure what went wrong with the poor fella. So we'll find out. Let's see how he is. Okay, so here's the base. Right. So as you can see, the trees are still growing through, but they add a bit of something to the base. It's still problematic, but it's sort of nice and green, I suppose. Right, entity lie. This is the chap. He had a problem. Okay, he passed his test. Okay, I'm free to explore. Okay, so he's cheered up again. Do you have data to operate on? An observatory would supply some. Think of all that might be done. Okay, he has no memory of our previous encounters. Do not if you were connected. Okay, so this is the convergence. He had been disconnected. I had to reconnect him, and then he now seems to be happy again. So okay. It's a storyline I like, says Kezinik. Okay, fantastic. Well, this is good. Bit of science, why not? I should visit an observatory for them, see if the structure analysis they claim to enjoy. Okay, yeah, I don't mind visiting an observatory. Look forward to seeing the results, Traveller. Okay, right, what about this dude? Okay, so it's giving me another missing. We spent time with them. Okay, he just keeps saying this, so I feel like I haven't. Yeah, he just keeps saying that, and I know all about it. So he's not. According to this, I'm supposed to, I think, trade a Ludi. So that makes sense. Okay, so we've got to go to the observatory. We'll do that in a minute. Yeah. Oh, the overseer needs 2 microprocessors. Why does it say that? It says construct. It doesn't say construct 2. Oh well, let me see if I can. Can I construct a couple of microprocessors? Oh, guess what? I need some chromatic metal. Chromatic metal's everything, isn't it? Right, anyway. Kesnick, talking of stories, have you thought about diving into the lore of it? I have. Time constraints at the moment aren't letting me do that. I've got so much extra work on at the moment, and I've got a few deadlines that I need to fix. I've got a book that I'm desperately trying to finish, believe it or not. But yeah, after that, once things clear out a bit, I'm hoping things calm down a bit in sort of the October time frame. I might have learnt enough of the lore to actually start commenting on it, because that's important to me, to actually not kind of recycle everybody else's content, but actually try and write something original of my own. So I'd like to do that. But yeah, there's enough lore in here to make stack loads of videos, and I think it would be quite good fun to do. So yes, it's definitely on my list of things. Right, so what are we doing? We need to go and find an observatory, which I'm assuming will be. Where is it? He gave me some coordinates. So where would I find it? Is it going to be off planet or what? There's the car. Maybe I've got the wrong mission loaded. That's probably not. There we go. Right, scientific research. There we go. Right. So, okay. So where's the target? There. 14. Okay. So that's. I'm gonna have to fly over there, I think. Let's just put my launch thruster while I'm still here. And let's go and. Go to the observatory. I like the idea. Let's go to the observatory. It sounds like my kind of place. Okay, so there's one over there. Is there a question for you who play this game? Is it normal for there to be so many buildings on the planet. I mean, I kind of got the impression to start with this planet wasn't really inhabited, but as it turns out, it's full of stuff, and I didn't know if that was. Is there anything there? Or is it on the other side of the mountain? Oh, it's on the other side of the mountain, isn't it? Whether it was normal to have, vast numbers of. Okay, so that's the approximate location. Well, that must be over there, surely. There we go, and there's even a landing pad. That kind of looks like an observatory. It's got stuff. So some do, some don't. All right, so a lot of it's just procedural. So is this the observatory? Kind of. Where's the observatory? Signal. Oh, some stuff. Let's just have a poke about. Nothing found. Damaged container. Remove the rust. I like the way that works. A Gek relic. I need an Atlas pass. I don't want Atlas passes. Let's save and charm. Okay, so this is Bruskell Post. It's not actually. Oh, there's one of those. Must be a fellow. With an organic ship. I want one of those as well. Okay, you're lucky you landed through that tree. Last time I tried that, I got stuck on one and had to reboot because it held me in the landing loop. Ah, yes, proceed to scan. That's right. I've forgotten that. Okay, an F. Okay, so I need it in target sweep mode. Target in range. Oh, it's over there somewhere. Okay. Alright. Hello. There's one of those wretched Sentinels all over the place at the moment. Okay, so F. There it is. Right. I thought that was the observatory, but it's not. It's over here somewhere. Oh, there it is, down there. Oh, sprint depleted. Oops. Unlock the blueprints for the Atlas passes on the anomaly for nanos. Okay, so that's just another kind of content that's I can have a look at some point. Oh look, there's a copper deposit over there. I might mine that while I'm going past. The sun's about to set. We're about to get a sunset. That's very pretty, isn't it? I have to say this. I mean, just on this single planet, to be honest. I've hardly been anywhere else. There are some other quite interesting planets in this system. I haven't been anywhere else outside, really. Only a handful of places I've walked to so far. Because, to be honest, the game hasn't really. That's an interesting observation. The game hasn't really encouraged me to go. I mean, it's asked me to warp a few times to do some missions, but recently it hasn't really asked me to kind of go outside my system very much, which is okay. It's just an interesting observation, really. Multi-tool, geology cannon, nope, terrain manipulator. Have some of that. There we go. Oh look, now the sun's gone down. Copper's always useful. There seems to be quite a lot of it on this planet, which is quite good. There we go. Anything else there? I think that'll do. Right, let's get to this observatory. That definitely looks observatory-ish. So, I'll turn back, look at the icon. Oh yeah, sorry, how am I going the wrong way? What's happened there? How's that? I've just been walking in the wrong direction. What happened there? I'm going to summon my. Oh, actually, you can. I need to make one. Okay, that's not going to work. Can I summon my car? I can. Yes. Boom, there we go. Awesome. Just teleport like that, I guess. Not quite sure what I did wrong there. You could spend days on this planet and not see everything. Yeah, so I must admit that's Exocraft's almost out of fuel as well. You do spend, I mean, to be fair, you do spend a fair bit of time refueling things. Come on, fill up. They don't seem to be very fuel efficient, the vehicles in this game. Oh, that was, see, look, that was. Oh, I could have sworn it took me off on a wild goose. I was parked at it after all that. Never mind. Anyway. Right, that's the observatory. Okay. So it's not locked. That's always good. Oh, hello. There's a dude. Okay, so what's he about? He's a Vakeen. Interloper. Vakeen, something, demands something. Have you got one? A chipped and bloody blade. Choose the blade, choose the shield. Well, he sounds like a warrior type, so he probably wants me to. Yeah. Oh, they have me an upgrade for my multi-tool. Awesome. What's he giving me? Bolt caster module tool and increase my standing. Nice. Okay, well, that's worth having. Okay, so presumably I've got to go here. If it's any comfort, you do eventually spend a lot less time refueling things once you get efficiency upgrades. Okay, that would be quite good. The observatory appears to have been calibrated for a single purpose to locate the interfaces of it, being the Korvax called Atlas. Okay, this is Atlas again. After 70 years, the inhabitants of the Sentinels succeeded in their quest, disappearing without a trace. Okay, so does this lead us to more about this Atlas? Okay, so this is saying come back to the scientist. Meanwhile, I'm just going to spin these chairs because that's just fun. Is there anything else in here? Oh, I'm a close ally of the Vakeen. Oh, so there's something behind there that I can't get to. Doesn't seem to be anything else in here that's of interest. No. He's busy. Okay, cool. Right, in that case, let's go back to my. It's jolly useful being able to summon your car. Very handy. Right, so let's go back to my base, which I think is here somewhere. There it is. No? Yes? Yes? No? Yes. Emergency base, there we go. Let's see what the scientist has to say for himself. Okay. Now the other thing, I put this on my Twitter about a week ago actually, and I haven't commented on this stream up until recently, but I must admit I came to quite an interesting conclusion the other day, which was, for those of you, I mean, quite a few of you will know me from my escapades in Elite Dangerous, and I was involved with that game for a long time, and I hope to be again once it's sorted out, but it's not yet ready, which is a long story. But Elite Dangerous is not the original game, of course. Many of you will know that. It's the fourth game in a series. And the original Elite game was written back in 1984, which for some of you will be like the ancient mists of time. Now I was a young teenage lad back in those days, and being the original game, it's quite a lot different to the current ones. Look at these trees. Right, let's just hand this in. Traveller, while you've been absent, Korvax has detected anomalies. I feel alone. Perhaps the data will have an answer. I don't know. Hopefully. The data contains no answers, Traveller, merely blueprints for a living glass. Living glass. an advanced agricultural product. Okay. Oh no, you still got something else to say. The convergence is absent, traveller. I can feel myself slipping further. Perhaps the beacon may be of some use. Construct one, and the convergence may find me again. Okay, so I've got to build a beacon, presumably. Construct a beacon. Okay, I'll have a look at that in a minute. So yeah, now the original Elite had a procedurally generated universe. No Man's Sky has a procedurally generated universe. The original Elite featured lots of alien races, and so does No Man's Sky. Contrast that with Elite Dangerous, which doesn't really have a procedurally generated universe. It kind of does in places, but it's kind of modelled on a realistic galaxy, whereas these games aren't, and the original one wasn't either. All of the weird and wacky creatures that existed in the original Elite game got retconned out of existence for the second and third games, and there's various other bits and pieces as well about the way the game operates and the sort of things it tries to get you to do, and so on and so forth, which kind of leads me to feel this game actually, and Elite is definitely one of the inspirations behind this game, and the fact that some of the things you can do in here, it almost makes me feel like this is a better, in some ways, a more fitting sequel to the original Elite of 1984 than Elite Dangerous actually is. And that's not to take away from Elite Dangerous, because that's it's a game which has got its own sort of defined thing. But this is almost closer in spirit to what was kind of in your head in some ways in that original 1984 game, which I think is why I'm enjoying it so much, because it's I do want, if there were some cats, some blue furry feeders. Oh no, I've just run out of power. I do need to fix this. If there were some blue furry felines and some edible poets, I'd be extremely happy. Right, so now, okay, so I've got a beacon, but that's a save beacon, not a. Is that the same thing though? So, base computer construction research booster. So, what's he asking me to make? Oh, because I've already built one. It's kind of already jumped ahead, right? So edible poets. What we need is some edible poets. Wouldn't it be cool to find some edible poets in No Man's Sky? I would be very happy. These guys seem to be able to work without power. It is indeed, yes. We wait. It may take some confined for the convergence. To find my own research proved fruitless. Only yielded blueprints. But he's working on stuff. Autonomous mining unit. Ooh. What does that do? An atmospheric harvester. Julia says if this had better space combat, it would be the best spiritual sequel to Elite. So I haven't done much space combat, but I've done a little bit. Although they could be friends for the beacon, they could make their own convergence. Okay, interesting idea. They should be my children, traveller. I've transmitted a craft intelligence to the beacon so that it might live and connect. Ooh. It sounds like quite a dangerous thing to be doing. I'm asking me to scan creatures to feed its newly created intelligence. Okay. Thank you, traveller. Right. Okay. So we've now got another mission to do. So yeah, I don't know. I mean. Obviously there isn't. It isn't a sequel to Elite in that sense, but it's in some ways it's more. It's got that sort of slightly zaniness to it that I like in science fiction. And the original Elite had. It was very Hitchhiker-esque in the way it described things, and this game is kind of like that. It feels a bit like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's just lots of crazy stuff is going on. And you're quite right. The space combat in the original game was airplanes in space, wasn't it? Nothing particularly sophisticated. I haven't done enough of it in No Man's Sky to really comment yet, but we'll have a bit more play of that in time. Right. So that's the wrong menu. So what am I doing? Scan planetary creatures. Okay. So Now I'm probably going to have to go to another planet to do this because I think I have I've scanned all the creatures on this planet apart from one which I can't find. So presumably because I've scanned them, I can't scan them again. Stewie77, I'm sure Sean Murray has said the original Elite was an inspiration. I'm pretty sure he did, yeah. I've read a few articles. He's quite a secretive guy, isn't he? I mean, he's not like David Braben at all in that sense. David Braben's always trying to get into the press and talk about something. He was in the press a little while ago talking about some stuff about StarCraft, I think. So he's always being sounded out for his opinion on spacey stuff. But Sean Murray is quite secretive, isn't he? His Twitter is very vague and very occasionally used, which is kind of cool, actually, I suppose. Right, so a spiritual successor. Yeah, so I think that's it. I would say, in my humble opinion, that this is more of a spiritual successor to the original Elite than the actual, official kind of Elite games are. And I think that's down to the fact that the original Elite games were crafted by Ian Bell and David Braben, the original game. And I think the zany humour that we see in the original Elite probably comes mostly from Ian Bell, I would guess. Because when David Braben did his own ones, Elite Frontier, Elite 2 and Frontier First Encounters, it all got very serious. Realistic star systems and realistic Newtonian physics and all those things, which have their place, but sometimes at the expense of fun, alas. And Elite Dangerous has got a sort of weird sometimes it's really, really serious and sometimes it isn't, which is a bit odd. Whereas this game has a nicely balanced. It's not trying to be realistic, it's trying to be science fiction. And it reminds me of Star Trek, and it reminds me of the original Elite, and it reminds me of those 70s, 60s, 70s, early 80s sci-fi novels where we didn't have to worry too much about how things work, just that the cool adventures were to be had in spaceships. Because a lot of science fiction nowadays has got very gritty and serious, and I think I've commented before that it's sort of starting with the reimagined Battlestar Galactica, very gritty and very hardcore science, and things like The Expanse, and I've enjoyed all those shows. I think they're great, but it's almost as if everyone's gone, well, science fiction is now spacey, gritty, military science fiction almost, and it's what No Man's Sky reminds me of is like science fiction used to be brighter, more optimistic and more colourful and more wacky aliens and stuff, and I think it's really refreshing. Right, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be scanning some creatures. Now we're going to have to go to another planet, I think, because I think I've scanned everything here. So let's go up into space, Jim, and let's go and find another planet. Now I'm not sure I've even. Well, whoa, hang on a minute! What the hell is that? Is that somebody's? That spaceship was so. Look at this. I mean, I'm doing a. What's this from? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What the hell's that? It looks like a Vogon constructor fleet is hanging above my planet. Look at the size of this ship. I mean, where did that come from? Let's just roll around and have a look at this. That's just it. It's just enormous. Somebody's compensating for something here. Bugs Base has arrived and is effectively eclipsing my planet. Look at the size of this thing. Tell you what this reminds me. This looks like the Battlestar Galactica, doesn't it? Look at that. This is ragtag fugitive fleet on a lonely quest to find a shining planet, and they found it. It's my planet. It does look like it's. The Paragon Blade Rogue says, "May I introduce the Delane?" Well, what a ship! Good grief! That is a absolute enormous thing, isn't it? And there's your fleet of like Captain Adama. Wow. It's just Oh, Kesnick says mine's not. Okay, so space around here is a bit crowded. Okay, well that's cool. Now bring all your ships. That's very cool. Right, now I need to go and find a planet that I haven't scanned anything on. Tell you what, where's Raxler? Because I never really explored Raxler properly. That's a bit of an in-joke for those of you who know Elite. Why can't I pick up the planet? Is that Raxler? What's the planet called? Where's my scanner not detecting planets? Maybe I could do it the other way. Okay, discoveries. Right, so there's reclamation. There's Rex. That's the red and weird one. Okay, let's. Okay, so I haven't discovered a lot of stuff. Let's go there. How do I find that planet? Let's just do what? Let's pulse drive out of the way a little bit. I might need to leave the atmosphere. Okay, that's right. Fly out of it. There we go. There's no space left in space. We need what we do. I mean, that's it. I used to love, and I know they're all a bit twee by modern standards. And yeah, I get that. I used to love Buck Rogers and Space 1999. And the original Battlestar Galactica, plus all those. Do you remember the? All the cartoon shows. Some people know what I'm talking about. Ulysses 31, and even things like Mysterious Cities of Gold, which weren't really space opera shows, but that sort of adventure and weird stuff going on, and ancient tech and all those kind of things. But. Geely says, "Biddy, biddy, 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 biddy. What's up, Buck?" Because out there somewhere there's got to be. Ulysses was awesome. I love Ulysses. But where is the Raxler planet? I can't see it. It's in. I think because I'm in an asteroid field, maybe I can't. Let's just pulse drive the hell out of it. Ulysses 31 was just brilliant. And that, for those of you who haven't seen it, you may find it's quite weird. It's basically the legend of Odysseus or Ulysses in space with robots, but it works really, really well. It's my favourite cartoon, and I still love it even after all these years. And that sort of sense of sci-fi, I suppose, space opera adventure without taking yourself too seriously. So you didn't always have to ask, well, how does the warp drive work then, or how does the plutonium reactor generated stuff, and all those kind of things. There's that sort of sci-fi adventure storytelling. We haven't got. I don't know. Maybe there is stuff and I just don't know about it. But I can't find the Raxler planet. Where? This is weird. Okay, so seeking whatever that's called. That's Otti 2. Where is the Raxler planet? There's home. I can't see it on the scanner. It's Raxler disappeared. Paragon's heading for there right now. Why can't I see it on my scanner? It's showing up in the system description. I can't see it. What am I doing wrong? Hang on, there's nothing there. Raxler, there it is. It just looks funny from that angle. Right, there we go. Oh, good. Right, we're on our way to Raxler. We found Raxler. Yay! An animator. So you can look around your cockpit with Alt. Ooh. Oh, what kind of in cockpit view? I haven't tried that. Alt. I'll go down. Battle of the Planets. Yes, with 7 Zark 7. Have you listened? Actually, Battle of the Planets always makes me chuckle. Have you listened to the intro again? Because it says something like. Fearless young orphans fighting through space, defending the Earth from what does it say? It says defending the Earth from surprise attack from alien galaxies from beyond space. Which you can't go. As a child, I never noticed it, but as an adult, I was like, alien galaxies from beyond space. Where's that? Pulse drive disabled. I've got a hostile. I'm under attack. Yay! Oh, I've got pulse beams on this thing. Phase beams. That's what they're called. Right, I'm going to phase beam this alien dude out of existence. Where is he? Right, have some of that. Yeah, you don't want to mess with my phase beam, dudes. Dun, 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 dun. Got phases on target. Boom. Oh no, didn't quite kill him. Yes, it is. Okay. Stop shooting at me. Oh, you started it. I don't know what you're saying. So yeah, one thing I would say about the combat, it's partly because I'm flying with this HOTAS, which I still haven't quite got set up to my satisfaction. It's getting better. Is that I'm a complete noob at this game, as you can doubtless tell. But these pirates don't seem to be outrageously challenging. So I'm concentrating a bit here. Where is he? There he is. Well, even got some stuff. Excellent. So it's quite even for me, and I'm not the world's best space pilot, as many will attest. Right, hang on. Where's Raxler gone? I keep losing Raxler. Must be close to it. There it is. Right, let's pulse drive to Raxler. Can't remember what Raxler was like actually on the surface. So yeah, G-Force, Mortal. Yeah. Oh, the Sisyphus episode. Yeah, some excellent episodes. If you haven't watched Ulysses 31, go and watch it. It's absolutely brilliant. Mortals. Oh yeah, and the Shadow Wyvern. That was the introduction for Ulysses 31, which was Mortals, you defy the gods. I sentence you to travel. Oh, hello. Did we just crash? I sentence you to travel amongst unknown stars till you find the kingdom of Hades. Your bodies will remain as lifeless as the... Brilliant. Oh yes, I got a crimson brassard, haven't I, from Frontier? Okay, so this is the Raxler planet. Let's find somewhere nice to land. Julia needs to head out. Catch you next week. Love the streams. Thank you very much, Julia. Much appreciated. Starfleet X-Bomber. Now, well, that was the one. Let me get this right. That's the puppet animated one, isn't it? With I don't know, Princess something. What was her name? You had. I can only remember the little guy. What was his name with the ginger hair? And I'm John Lee. Was it John Lee? Lamia. There we are. Princess Lamia. That was it. Yep, love that as well. That was good with the X-Bomber. And what was the baddie? She was cool. It was a lady baddie. Empress something. What was her name? I'm Barry Hercules, dog. Yeah, that was it. And I'm Barry Hercules, dog. Space Pilot John Lee. And I'm Barry Hook. That's it. Space Pilot John Lee. Funny how you remember this. What was Makara? Princess Makara? No. Something Makara. She was the baddie, and she had the great big spaceship. And then there was a poor underling who was always getting smacked around the head. Princess it can't have been. No, it was Princess Lamia. That's right. And they were all insecty things. Apart from she had a masky thing with an eye patch. I think something Makara. No, Commander Makara. There we are. That's it. Commander Makara. She was the baddie. She was really good. Well, she was really bad, but you know what I mean. Oh yeah, Commander Makara. Okay, no, Adala. Buffer. No, Adala is the lady. She's the Princess Adala. She's from Buck Rogers. So right, I don't know Where am I going? I was going to find somewhere flattish. We could explore a bit on the planet Raxler. So yes, X-Bomber. That is very good. I actually watched that relatively recently, and I remember thinking it held up pretty well, actually. There's some weird stuff in it, though. I mean, there's one bit where they're flying around in fit, and most of the spaceships they use in X-Bomber are kind of like quite spaceshipy. You know, they look, yeah, you know what I mean. They look like spaceships. They've got engines on the back, and they've got weapons and pointy things, and and they look like spaceships, right? And I know they can transform into. There's a beach down there. It's always good to go to the beach. I know they can transform into the X-Bomber, which is like this great big robot, kind of Transformer style. Yeah, it looks like a spaceship when it's not in its sort of transform. But then suddenly, halfway through the series, this weird unidentified ship appears, which is a sailing ship in space. Which is, it's kind of like, huh? I mean, it kind of works, but it's just really odd. Oh, this planet's got, Reclamation's got floating rocks. Oh no, sorry, Raxler's got floating rocks. Let's land down here somewhere near the beach and see what sort of stuff we have on the ground. So Ulysses, X-Bomber, what was the other one? Terrorhawks? Who remembers Terrorhawks? Terrorhawks. Keep this frequency clear. This is an emergency. Stay on this channel and stuff. There's a thing going over there very fast. What the hell is that? Okay, somebody else is landing here. Or is that? Oh, is that just? That's just the wake from the ship. Space Battleship Yamato. I haven't seen that one. Is this an EDO stream? Is he waffling? No, I always waffle. Oh, there's a thing to scan, right? You've already been scanned. Oh, come on, give me something that I haven't scanned. Oh, that's Blade Rug. Right, I need some stuff to scan. Right, there's something. There we go. Right. Don't know how many things I've got to scan to satisfy my. Okay. Let's scan some form. Oh no, don't shoot it. There's another thing to scan. Let's go scan him. So I suppose I'm just trying to remember why we got onto that subject. I think it's because I was thinking that science fiction has got a bit po-faced, a bit too serious, and a bit too kind of gritty and realistic. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't mind it. I quite appreciate it. And in the past I've liked things like 2001: A Space Odyssey and all that sort of stuff. There's definitely a place for hard sci-fi. But not all the time, and there is stuff like the Avengers and things like that, but I don't really count that as science fiction. I know it's got lots of technology in it and things like that, but there hasn't really, to my mind, been a slightly camp, shall we say, science fiction adventure for a while. Everything's got very kind of depressing. You look at The Expanse and nothing is not very nice. Okay, it's all very gritty and everybody's dystopian. You know what I mean? Let me scan that curious-looking creature. Some of that joy of exploration that you had in some of those cartoons, like Ulysses, and that, yes, in terrible odds and things like Battle of the Planets and things like that, and that sort of sense of discovering your past in things like Battlestar Galactica, the original one I'm talking about there. Some of that just plain simple escapism, I think, is kind of missing. The Orville. Now, actually, the Orville is something I haven't watched, so that is a very good suggestion, which I will pick up on. So yes, all my inventory is full now. I just want to scan things, though, for the time being. Right, scan it says now scan creatures, so scanning plants isn't going to help. I need to find some more creatures. Okay, there's some stuff lying on the floor. I'd like to see some more. I'd love to see a reimagined. Well, maybe I wouldn't. This is the problem. The problem with reimagining things, isn't it? Sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not. We have got June coming next month. That is good. Galaxy Quest is. I've got one lousy job on this starship, and I'm gonna do it. That just cracks me up. Particularly the bit with the stompers. Why is this here? It makes no logical sense. That just cracks me up every time I watch it. Yeah, well, they had to build it because this episode was badly written. I feel for Sigourney Weaver in that scene. I really do. It was brilliant. She acted it brilliantly. You broke the bloody ship. And the bit when they leave the space dock, it scrapes the side of it on the way out. Everyone's got to go. That's just fabulous. All the stuff you can't do in Star Trek. That's right, and Alan Rickman with "By Grabthar's hammer, you shall be avenged." But then at the end, he has to do it properly. That's really, really good. "By Grabthar's hammer, I shall avenge thee." The Muktuk chant of strength and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely brilliant. The digital conveyor. And then there's that classic bit when there's an absolute rip-off of the original Star Trek where he says, "Can't you construct some kind of rudimentary lathe?" It's like the middle of a fight with a rock monster. That was brilliant. Right, I've scanned all of these dudes, so just by the Sons of Morph. Yes. Scan fish in the lake. Good plan. Good suggestion. Let's go down to. There seems to be a dead creature there. Who killed it? That wasn't me. Is there some fish? Is there something? Is there anything in here? It doesn't seem like a very deep lake, actually. No, there's nothing in the lake. Maybe it's deeper on the other side. I miss. That's one thing that my home planet of reclamation needs. It hasn't got any water. This looks like a slightly bigger bit of water here. Is there anything living in the water? Come, give me a fish. I don't think there's anything living in this water, unfortunately. I think I've scanned everything that is about. If you can go to this, you can probably fish lots of marine life, more of a large pond. Yes, okay, this doesn't look like it's big enough. So maybe I'll jump back in the ship and we'll go up and we'll find a bigger bit of sea. I might have run it over with my motorcycle. Okay. The poor creature. Okay, so let's go back to the ship. So yeah, by the Sons of Morvan. I've learned the Vikine. I'm doing quite well with my Vikine. Okay, so anything red dot. Now, I think I've scanned everything, haven't I? That I've got in my local vicinity. It would seem. So let's go back to the ship. So yeah, I mean, I'll try the and Red Dwarf. I mean, I absolutely adore Red Dwarf. We seem to have got to the middle of this conversation. Don't give me that Star Trek crap. It's too early in the morning. It's just some absolutely fabulous stuff in Red Dwarf. So yeah, so I'm a big fan, and but yeah, in between, I'm not talking about comedy so much, and I like sci-fi comedy. Yeah, I really do like sci-fi comedy and things like that. But Ulysses 31, the original Battlestar Galactica, while it did have humour in it, it wasn't a comedy, and so I suppose I'm looking for something which isn't a comedy, but has that slightly lighter tone of boldly going where no one's gone before, or the fact that a Greek myth turns up in the middle of your spaceship, your space opera, isn't a problem. I suppose that's why I like Star Wars, or at least I like the older Star Wars, because it's basically a kind of gung-ho adventure in space with spaceships, which I do quite like. I didn't, the latest set of 3 Star Wars films. The number 7 was okay. Number 8 was awful, I thought. Number 9 was kind of okay, but because the whole set of the last 3 Star Wars films hadn't been plotted together, they sort of suffered because there wasn't any continuity between them, which I thought was a bit of a shame from a sort of writing perspective. Right, is there a nice bit of sea? Give me a nice big sea. Doesn't look like this side of the planet's got. Oh, there we go. There's a nice sea over there. Oh, and Nim Duskrin's got a house. Okay, so let's go over here on the edge of the sea. Looks a bit like Europe, that bit, doesn't it? So I don't know. Lower Decks. Okay, so I need to check that out as well. I think the novel starts as a Star Trek parody, but finds its feet as its own sci-fi story. Okay, so Lower Decks. I'll have to try Lower Decks. So Space 1999 was pretty serious in its first season. Then it all got a bit silly in the second one, from what I remember. But I don't mind some interesting themes. I mean, I love that sense of actually, if you think about it, the moon being blasted out of Earth orbit doesn't make any sense really for a sci-fi novel, because even if it was blasted out of Earth orbit, which is impossible, it would take years just to leave the solar system, and there wouldn't be much in the way of great adventures to be had, really. Right, so let's park our spaceship on the edge of this sea here and see if there's sea. Why did it take off again? It's supposed to be landing. There we go. So you know what I mean. I quite like a buried technology module. I quite like these. You get things from them. Let's get one of those. Apart from that, I'm too close to it. Doesn't seem to be allowing big holes in the ground. Oh, there we go. Oh, look, there's the thing. My inventory's full. What have I got in here? Well, I've got an egg from somewhere. Oh, I don't need the ferrite dust. Let's get rid of that. Because you get salvage data, which turns out to be useful so often. Right. Okay. Pulpy roots. Right, so let's have a look around here. Is there anything I haven't scanned on the land? Doesn't seem like it. So yeah, that's why I think I'm liking No Man's Sky, because it's a sense of anything could. I hate those things. Anything could happen. Right, you're going to get a bolt caster just because. Where is it? There we are. It's easy to mine it. You could just come across some really strange, wacky stuff in this game, which you've just never seen before. And I like that because it gives you that sense of sci-fi exploration, that there's just, who knows what's out there. And that's the beauty of No Man's Sky, because it's procedurally generated and there's so much variety, is you've got no idea what might be out there, really. And I haven't. I mean, I know ultimately there will be some repetition because it's inevitable because it's a computer game. But okay, so this is a nice big lake. I can see something down there already. Let's see if there's some. Whoa! There's definitely some creatures to scan. Although I've scanned those ones already. That's a shame. those are. I've scanned them before. An alluring specimen. Not sure that's a good idea to write. I did actually, yeah, Buffalo 1960. I saw that article. I think David Braben was being interviewed about StarCraft, and I thought he was very. Oh, look at that thing there. Nice. Whatever that was. I don't know if that counts towards my catalogue. No. Missions. Discoveries? No. What am I trying to do? Log. There we go. Scan planetary creatures. I'm still on that one. Scan creatures 2 of 4. So I need to find something I haven't scanned, which I think the problem with Raxler is I've scanned most of the stuff here. Oxygen levels critical. Oops. So I'm going to have to maybe find another. I think these are plant life. You see, this is the problem. It needs to be to find animals, not. Ooh, what was that? Something damaged me. Oh, hazard protection low. Yeah. No, it's not. What? Something injuring me. That was a bit weird. Okay. I was at Starfield. Yeah, so Buffo 1960. I read that article as well. It was StarCraft, not Starfield. Okay, and I agree. JR1988. It seemed to me like he said it lacked a lot of self-awareness. It was very much. You listen to me because I'm David Braben, rather than he actually had an informed opinion on the subject. I don't think. I get the huge impression he's resting on his laurels. To be fair, he's a multi-millionaire, which I think is very unlikely that any of us are. So you can't take that away from him. And he's created a whole bunch of games, and Elite Dangerous from a financial perspective, it's been a huge success. So that's a given. I don't think we can argue about that. He was citing a lot of things in that article, saying people should be ambitious and all these sorts of stuff. And I can only really look at, especially the Elite Dangerous Odyssey, and just go, well, you kind of blew that one. It just isn't ambitious. It's quite pedestrian, really, in terms of its scope and its achievement. And I must admit, I just thought he was talking quite a lot of bump in that particular article. He didn't come across as somebody who was an aspirational figure, if you see what I mean. Right, I'm going to go to a different planet. I'm from a different planet. I just wasn't impressed. It didn't come across as here's an inspirational person who really knows his way around the industry, giving us the benefit of his insight into things. It was just very, yes, I'm David Braben, and I don't know, it just didn't come across too well, I didn't think. I'm going to drown, was that what it was? Right. And he didn't, he was asked about No Man's Sky, and he didn't answer the question, which is maybe, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a healthy competition for him. Maybe that's good. It's the oxygen level. I thought I replenished my oxygen, that was weird. Big laurels to rest on, yeah. To be fair, that's right. How many of us are multi-millionaires, right? How many of us have created a genre-changing computer game? Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one. That is a fair cop. Yeah, I mean, if to be honest, if David Braben did nothing else ever again, I mean, he's achieved more than most of us ever will, in the sense of making a mark on things. I mean, relatively, in the great scheme of everything, it's relatively inconsequential, isn't it? It's a computer game, but in our world of people who like playing computer games, it's very, very influential. I've just run out of fuel. Where's me? Oh, there it is, down there. Your pulse engine. Alright, let's go to this planet, because I don't know what's there. Oh, engage the pulse engine. But yeah, I wasn't, that article didn't come across very well, I didn't think. It's that, the one thing I've really, really, really enjoyed about No Man's Sky over Elite Dangerous in the last few weeks is I can switch this game on if I've got half an hour to kill, which occasionally I do have in between things. I've been working for a client. They said, well, we'll send you through an email with the results in a half an hour or so, or everyone's out of the house and I've got an hour or so, whatever it happens to be. With No Man's Sky, I can log into the game, muck about for a bit, do some things, get some things done, and actually achieve something in half an hour, and have a meaningful, fun game time, right? Whereas you just can't do that in Elite Dangerous, because sometimes it takes you 25 minutes to get somewhere, and it just isn't so conducive to casual gaming. And to be honest, even Microsoft Flight Simulator, which isn't really even a game, I can get in it, fly a plane around and do some things. There's a level in there that's, No Man's Sky is appealing to me much, much more simply because I can do stuff. This is a very rocky planet, isn't it? Is there going to be somewhere to land? Is there going to be some weird stuff to hunt, or at least scan? Let's hope so. And to me, space. I like space games, obviously, and flying around space and battling creatures is all good. Ooh, there's a creature. Got one. Good, right. Not many though. Oh, there's one. What's that? Another thing. Okay, right. Okay, that's enough. Brilliant. Okay, we've scanned enough things. We can go back to the scientist. So, I suppose it's just a balance thing. Yeah. Yes, you have to dedicate 2 hours to it, and that's, I don't know, it's just too much time sometimes. And part of me does appreciate the realism of some space games and stuff, but the other part of me goes, I just want to fly through space and be a Space Commander. I think this game appeals more to the child in me of like, let's just go out into space and have some adventures, and it's all the better for it, really, because it's just fun. I think that's the bottom line of it. Is it's just fun. It is. I'm just having a laugh. Yeah, Wealth 999, you're quite right. Now, I get what people, this business of grind, this is an interesting concept. I've talked about grind in the past before because, back in the early days of computer games where I came from, back in the 80s, the grind was just playing the game, right? Because there wasn't anything else to do. So in the original Elite, you had not very much money. Let's take the original Elite because it's easy to talk about. The original Elite, you gave you 100 credits and a busted up ship, okay? In order to get anywhere, you had to trade in order to get money to buy things for your ship, so you could get better weapons and better stuff. That was all the game was, really. There were a few kind of secret missions and stuff, but not very much because the computers were so primitive they couldn't store anything. So the game was flying around, shooting the baddies, getting some money, upgrading your ship, flying around, shooting the baddies, getting some money, upgrading your ship. That's all it was, really. and yet we built a, that was playing the game, and playing No Man's Sky. I mean, I do occasionally go, well, I've got to refuel the ship again, all that sort of stuff, and I've got to craft a warp cell, and that means I need one of these, which means I need one of them, which means I need one of them. I get that, and I get this thing. It would be nice in some cases. Okay, can't I just, can't my hyperdrive work like 4 or 5 times before I have to refuel it rather than once? And why does my car run out of fuel so fast? I can see that there's a level in that. But what I do like about this is that you're quite right. It doesn't feel like a chore. Whereas in, I've, within, I mean, according to their thing, I've been playing this for 24 hours. Okay, where's my home base? It's over there. Regency base. There we go. That's what I need to go. It even orbits the planet for me, which is quite cool. There's that massive Star Destroyer hanging over my base, not intimidating me at all. But for me, this, I mean, yes, I can see that maybe it would get tedious over time, but I mean, the grind in No Man's Sky has got absolutely nothing on the grind in Elite Dangerous. It really hasn't. I mean, the grind in Elite Dangerous is 10 times worse. 10 times worse. Easily 10 times worse. I mean, if you want to just get a single engineer upgrade to your ship, you'll be playing for hours, okay? Whereas I can unlock a blueprint in this game in a matter of minutes. It's a completely different order of magnitude. So this doesn't feel like a grind to me because I'm probably recovering from Elite Dangerous at the moment. Whereas in Elite Dangerous, I've unlocked. I did grind out the rank, and it was a grind. It was unpleasant. So I suppose grind for me is something that I have to do in a game because I want to do something else that I can't currently do because it's not unlocked, by doing something that I don't really enjoy doing. That to me is what grind is. Your definition may be different. And in Elite Dangerous, there was so much stuff that I really didn't want to do in order to get to do the things that I did want to do. And the amount of grind in that case to get to the stuff that I wanted to do was, I thought, excessive. Very, very excessive. Whereas in this game, in 24 hours of game time, I've got a spaceship. Cool. Actually, that's my second spaceship. I've got a base on a planet. I built some solar panels. Okay, it's not all working correctly. I've unlocked some things. I've done some lore. I've found some alien dudes. I've seen 4 or 5 really wacky, really different places. And yes, every time I want to create a new item, there's a bit of materials gathering and stuff. But it's the materials are it's 1 or 2 steps, and they're usually lying around 3 or 4 minutes away. So it doesn't feel that hard. Now, depending on what else you play, you may think maybe it's skewed the other way. So it's just yes, there's some grind, but it doesn't feel excessive to me at all. Maybe that's just because I'm so used to ED, which is terribly grindy. We learnt how to make some unstable gel. Energy rich and dangerous to the touch. I need some cactus flesh. That sounds nice. Okay. Okay, so presumably that's something I've got to find. Oh no, he hasn't finished talking. Data's raised concern. As a beacon, my child could receive signals from unknown sources across the galaxy. I will be unable to pick from the unsavoury thoughts of the Gek or the harsh scans of the Sentinels. If you find ion batteries, I'll prepare polyfiber blueprints and we shall weave them a protective cloak. Okay. Okay, so he's created an intelligence, which sounds like it could easily get out of hand. So presumably I've got a new mission to go and do some stuff. Gather ion batteries. Ferrite dust and cobalt. Okay. Cobalt I get from underground things, I remember that. I may even have some. Ferrite dust and... Okay, so I've got... Wait, let's go... I'm going to go to my storage locker and dump some of this stuff. Now I've still got holes in my ground, so what's going on here? Let's see if I can restore. Yeah, see, there's still problems with there being lots of ground kind of gone missing. I'm going to re-upload my base, I think. Let's see if that helps. Seems to be having a few issues because of the ground. There we go. I don't really want to keep falling through holes. There we go, that looks a bit better. Right, let's save the... Where's my save base? It's over there somewhere. There it is. Let's save and upload that, see if that helps. No, that's not what I want to do. Ooh, right there. What's going on? Save point plans restore. But I've already learned how to do that. I wanted to upload my base. Isn't that what you do it? As it was. Or maybe I had something left. There we go. Right, upload the base. Right, hopefully that will sort of fix itself. Right, let's go back into... I need to construct a little platform here so I can get... Okay, so this is all the stuff I've got. Let's dump some of this in here. Because I haven't got time for it all at the moment. There we go. Right, so that one's kind of full. These are really useful, these storage things. Let's leave that in there. Okay, so good. That's freed up a bit of space. That's excellent. Skimmer says, need to say bye for now. We'll catch up on YouTube. Take care, my friend. Take care. So yeah, so Tragic Blue. The whole Elite Dangerous Odyssey. I mean, it's got to get working first, and I'm not even going to bother with it until they fix it properly, because we've talked about that a lot. Yeah, the whole it didn't work basically. But even when it does, the problem with the game being that all the stuff on the planet doesn't interact with stuff in space. I want a space base. I want a spaceship. I want to be able to explore stuff and do stuff. And I don't know. I just don't think Elite Dangerous Odyssey is that. It just doesn't connect. The stuff on the ground doesn't connect up with the stuff in space. I think that's a big episode. And maybe they'll fix that over time, but we'll have to wait and see. Right, so iron batteries are common in shops if you have the money. Okay, so that's worth bearing in mind. Right, so I've got to clean that out. What have I got to? My memory is very. Right, construct a save point. I've done that kind of already, so that's right. Scientific research. Find iron batteries and craft them from ferrite dust and cobalt. Have I got any cobalt? Let's find out. I have. Look. Right, let's put that back. And ferrite dust. I've got a bit of ferrite dust. That's easy to get. Right, so let's craft. What was it again? I've got this problem with my short-term memory. Which would be easy to resolve if it wasn't for the problem with my short-term memory. Right, ion batteries. I've got to make an ion battery. Right, so craft product. Ion battery, there we go. I don't know how many of those I need. Find iron batteries and craft them. So how many does he need? Does it say? Or not? I've crafted one. How many do you need, my good friend? Here's nightmare. Ooh. means we are alone. I don't know. Oh dear. Not right. Gather ion batteries 2 of 3. Right. Okay. So let's just do another one. Okay. He's not happy. Oh, I've upset him. Easier to buy ion batteries at space stations and slots. Okay. So I have crafted them. Okay, there we go, my friend. Look, you've got your ion batteries now. It may not be enough. Oh no. You should take a copy of the polyfiber plans. There may be some use to. Now, please give me some time to educate my channel. Okay, so he's got some stuff to do. Polyfiber, connective fiber for electronics made from advanced synthetic polymers. Right, so the scientific research. The scientists are educating their beacon child. Okay, so it's going to take them another hour and 29 minutes to do that. Okay, so that's. So basically, that's me. Go off and do something else, Drew. Right. Which is fine. Does Trader? Is he still talking about the Vakeen? Yes, he's still talking about the Vakeen. So he keeps saying the same thing. So whatever he needs, I haven't done. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so wait for the scientist. Expanding the base. Construct a microprocessor. Okay, so he still seems to chromatic metal and carbon nanotubes. So I can make some carbon nanotubes easy enough. So let's make. Okay, so I just need a bit more carbon. Well, there's plenty of trees around my base. Let's go and zap some of that. Now that those Sentinels have disappeared, right? Let's zap some of these. It'll be great once we can do spacewalks or Odyssey missions in abandoned stations, and just put more space in the space game. There's lots of things in No Man's Sky I want to go and see, and I've heard there's black holes and things like that out there, and I haven't seen those yet. That appeals to me. I want to go and see stuff like that. And there's space anomalies and galaxies and all that sort of stuff. Install my upgrades. Oh yeah, so Boltcaster. Oh yeah, I've got all sorts of stuff. That should be. Oh, now I've got to. Oh, where's that go there? Is that what? Okay. Toxic protection module. That presumably goes into technology. No. Where do I put them? Put your advanced mining laser. Okay, let's start with that. Put your advanced mining laser next to your mining laser. How do I move it? Oh, E. Okay. Right. Okay, and those line up. Yeah, that's really good. So I've got a space for that. But how do I? Okay, so I've got a Boltcaster module. And it just says E. So maybe I just E. What do I do with it? Choose slot to install. Okay, like that. Okay. Right, so what's the other one I've got? A protection module. So press E to install it. Right. And that goes into. There's no technology slots. I see. I haven't been doing that correctly. I figured it kind of did it itself, which it doesn't. So that's good to know. Thanks for that. See, yeah, Abandon the Wicked, setting up a base. You see, this is exactly it. What? Where the vision for ED has gone a bit wrong is it's just not allowing your personal, the ability to customize things to your own satisfaction. I mean, look at what I've been able. Oh, I've got Sentinels again. Let's have it. Yeah, Sentinels again. They're back. Is it those dog ones? Or just the floaty ones? Just go away. What I want is some. Are there some guns I can stick on my base? Is it? I want an anti-sentinel kind of cannon on the base. That's what I want. Is there anything like that in the game? Right, where was I anyway? Okay, I want some chromatic metal. My job is now I've got these wretched Sentinels about again. Let's see how I do with the boltcast this time. How many of them are there? Stand the entrance here. There's one. Oh, there we go. There. Haha. Could kill one. Maybe. Ouch. Let's jump in the car. Faithful roadster. I want to be able to put a gun on this. There we are. No, that's two of the dog things. I don't think that mining beam is going to do much, is it? That mining beam is pretty much useless on those guys. Let's just get out of dodge. Whee! I do like this car. Right, there we go. Now, is there a way to put a gun on this thing? I need a gun. I've decided. No, not yet, but people have been asking for base defences for a while. Yes, so that I'd like a base defence. Right, I need a gun. Where's a gun? Install new technology. So it doesn't look like I've got anything. Hazard protection, health and life support. No. Do resulting? No, there isn't. Okay, that'd be good. How do I? Somebody said that I could put a gun on this. I'd like to get a gun on the car. Is that no? There isn't to the base, or no? There isn't to the car. Okay, look, there they come again. Who's that? It's that massive walker thing. Ugh. I know, weapon charge. Come on, recharge. What's going on? Oh, my game's lagging slightly now because of all the multiplayer stuff, I'm guessing. Whoa. Okay, so this is going well. Follow the overseer missions to eventually get vehicle upgrades. Okay, so alright. Or buy one from the anomaly. Maybe I should go to the anomaly. Because these are getting a bit annoying. I need more guns. More guns is what I need. Or advancing the quest. Okay, let's just put the car back. Right. I'm going to investigate that. I want a gun. So I can go to the anomaly and maybe... Okay, let's... How much time have I got now at the end of my stream? Let's go up to the anomaly, see what's available. I do feel like I need more guns. These guys are starting to annoy me and I want to destroy them. Okay, shooting sentinels just... Oh, does it? Oh, okay, so okay, well, I did at least want the option to attack. Shooting sentinels just gives results in more sentinels. Give it legs, you can't fight these. Okay. I'm just going to go up to the... I haven't really been in the anomaly. Although now actually I may have problems with sentinels in space, so somebody's just advised me. Here we are. Just a whole subspace scan. That's not good news either. I'm going to sneak into the anomaly, though I'm too quick for them. There we go. Let's just check, see what is available. I don't like being outgunned. It is actually, that's a good point, Buffer 1966. It is a bit like the... oh, greetings for Lesser Verdia. Who's that from? nice spaceships everywhere as well. Right, let's go up to the place where you can buy blueprints. Just want to see what's available for the car, because I'd like a car with a gun. Lose the heat before flying up. Okay, yeah, somebody did suggest that to me, so that's my fault. But I'm almost out of time, that's the problem. So yeah, so okay, so down here I think there's an exocraft guy. Here he is. I need to get, there we are, get some microwaves. But this guy, crafting engine, smoothing pistons, research exocraft upgrades. Okay, so is that it? Exocraft, oh no. Oh, exocraft mounted cannon. Yes. Due to the enemy requirements, this bout can only be fired from exocraft mounts. Well, that will fit on my car, will it? That sounds I need one of them. Right. Okay, so I need some pugnium. What's pugnium? And copper. Copper is not too difficult. Gather what's pugnium? Goes on the roof of the car. Awesome. I'm gonna go do that. Well, if I can. Where do I get pugnium from? Pugnium is from dead Sentinels. Okay, so in order to get the gun to kill the Sentinels, I need to kill some Sentinels. Right, is there a trade terminal here? I might just fly to the space station. That's the easiest way to do that. Let's teleport to the space station. That's the fastest way to do that. Is that up here? Yeah. These bases are so cool on the inside. They're proper sci-fi craziness. There we go. Pugnium is name of processed small dogs. Blade Rug's got one at trade terminal. Okay, I'm just going to go to my nearest space station because I know there's a trade terminal there. Let's see if there's some pugnium. What was the other thing? Copper. Was it copper? God, I want a gun. I'm so bad. Pugnium is Sentinel blood. Make them bleed. Excellent. Okay, so maybe I just need to kill some Sentinels. Trouble is, I've got those heavy-duty dog ones at the base, which look like tell you what they look like. They look like they what's that company who makes those robotic dogs? The genuinely real ones that wander around and do things. I can't remember the name of the company now. Right, buy. What do I want again? Oh, hang on. I need some pugnium and some copper. Pugnium is extracted from the remains of Sentinels. Okay, so is there any here? There's plenty of copper, so let's might as well buy that. Since I didn't that much. Anything I don't need here? Cobalt, ferro dust, carbon nanotubes, starship launch fuel. Blah blah blah. Right. Okay. So now I've got to find some pugnium, but there isn't any available to buy here. So I need to go and go and kill some Sentinels. Oh yeah, Boston. That's it. Boston Dynamics. That's it. That parkour video, that was just scary. Yeah, that's just makes you want to go and buy a sawed-off shotgun, doesn't it? You shouldn't get the quads until you've fought with a couple of waves of drones. Okay, so the other players are doing it, so that's the problem. All right, let's go there. Let's see if I can kill some Sentinels and get 50 pugnium, so I can put a gun on my. If I can put a gun on my car, I will be happy. I feel like we've achieved something. I mean, we've done some scientific mission. We've done some science today. That's good. We've been doing science. Excellent. Korvax pilots usually have pugnium. I could have done that. Oh yeah, Boston Dynamics says everybody. Well done. Yeah, those are just I don't know, part of me is just going, that's just wrong. It should be stopped. Whoa, okay, there's now got too many trees. Where are these trees coming from? Presumably I can't craft pugnium from anything because it's... Right, so how do I get... Now, of course, there aren't any sentinels around. Have I come across any pugnium in my travels? I wonder if I vaguely remember. So that hole has come back in the ground there, which is a bit weird. Have I come across... Oh, look, I've got some, but only 28. Okay, let's put that back in my slot, because that's better than nothing. Have I got any in the storage container? No. Okay, so in order to make my gun, where's my yeah, see that? Oh, that's a natural hollow or not. And in the week I'm going to have to do some work on powering up my base again. If I could put a gun on my car, I'd be happy. You can't put that in the letter to the DVLA. No, you can't. Right, so yeah, look, install technology. So exocraft mounted cannon. I've got the copper, that's done, but I haven't got all the pugnium. So I need some of these sentinel dudes to turn up, and no, I haven't got any. But one of you said I might be able to get it from a Vakeen. Is it Vakeen warrior? Korvax pilots. Okay, where are Korvax? Okay, let's have a look at it. See if I've got any Korvax destinations. Space stations. That's Vakeen, so that's no good. That's Vakeen. That's Korvax. Let's go there. Let's see. When are you upgrading the Unos with a mounted minigun? Well, actually, on Tuesday this week, I spent my son and I went up to Snetterton. You may have seen it on my Twitter feed, and we were chasing around Snetterton Racetrack. We did pretty well there actually, because as some of you know, my MX-5 has got a supercharger on it, and we were hassling a Porsche Boxster around the track all day, which was most amusing. Because he kind of clocked us coming out the pits and thought, "Yeah, MX-5, there's something I can beat." He couldn't, which was quite funny, because unbeknownst to him but known to us is the fact that A, we've got a supercharger on it, but B, we've got these sort of semi-slick racing. They're still road legal, but they're track-oriented tyres. We've got lowered suspension and we've got adjustable dampers and all sorts of other stuff. So actually, the MX-5 is well down the road of being track prepped compared to a standard road car. So it's a little bit of a giant killer now, which is good fun. But anyway, there we go. That's completely off topic. Right, Freaky Dicky says, "Gotta go here, Drew. Thanks for the stream. Night, everybody. Yeah, no, thanks very much for popping on. I do appreciate all your company. It's really good. Right, where are all the spaceships? Where is everybody? Come on, stop being mean. Just when I need some pugnium, there's nobody about. Let's go and check in the market while we wait for some spaceships to arrive. Star silk, all sorts of interesting stuff. Dioxide, wiring loomed, chlorine, ferrite dust. See, no, nobody's got any pugnium for sale. And unusually, there's no spaceships docking. Oh, here comes one. Right, come on then. I need to have a chat. Please have some pugnium. Of course, there's no guarantee this is going to be a Korvax pilot, is there? There he is. Traveller, hello. I'd like to buy some items from you if you've got any. But have you got any? No. Sorry, dude. Oh. So, am I going to be confounded with my desire to get some pugnium? There aren't any spaceships coming or going. And I don't know how to find Sentinels when they're... That's definitely a Chris Voss spaceship, isn't it? Yeah, it does look... It's like a rocket engine with a cockpit sort of strapped on the top, doesn't it? It's nice. It's a nice ship, actually. Arosa's Winged Conqueror. That's quite good. That's a good name as well. Well, I'm a bit stuck for my Pugnium now. I don't know how to get any. Because it's not for sale. I don't suppose it changes here, does it? Comet droplets. I mean, that's quite a good thing. I don't know what it is, but so it's not. Yeah, it's not for sale. Oh, there's a spaceship! 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 Quick! Oh, there's another one coming in as well. Here's the dude. He sort of teleports. Oh, there he is. That's quite a big ship. Right, come back here, you. Have you got any Pugnium? Go on. Give me some Pugnium. Is there any? Pugnium! Yes! I'm a happy dude. Right, let's buy some dead Sentinels. I don't know how much I need. I can't remember. That's probably enough. Oh. Thank you very much, sir. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Right, and I've got 60 Pugniums. And now, of course, right, is that enough? I can't tell anymore because my my car's out of range. Because I'm in a completely different star system, obviously. Right, I think that's enough. Let me go back to Eurydice base, go back to my car, see if I can put a gun on it, and then I will count myself. Blade says I could have given you loads of Pugnium, never mind. I did. I found some now, so I'm good. Thank you very much for that, Blade. I appreciate your help there. Right, let's get back. Yeah. I'm just going to be prepared for the next Sentinel thing because I'm just going to jump in my car and fire guns at them. Yeah, I'm hoping that will be effective. Of course, it may not be. So, in attacking the Sentinels, what's the biggest gun you can have? That's the next question I need. If somebody's coming after me, I don't want to be able to fight back with it. Is the gun on the car one of the bigger guns? Right, so that's the wrong way. Let's go that way. I'm going to need to sort out some more power, clearly. Okay, so here's my car. Oh, there's a Sentinel about. Right. Exocraft. Right, here we are. Mounted gun, Pugnium. Oh, yes. It's now got an exocraft. Right, let's just get in there. Right, so. Zoop. Exocraft mounted cannon. Nice. Right, where's a Sentinel? Oh, yes. I like this. Okay, so I can now shoot things with my car. I count that as a win. Fully upgraded scatter blaster on the multi-tool, 9,000 damage. Wow. Okay, so there's stuff to do then. But I can blast stuff. That's very awesome. Now there aren't any Sentinels about, of course. But never mind. That's good. I've got some defences. I feel more comfortable with something I can manoeuvre. And we'll do a little bit of damage, hopefully. Brilliant. Right. Let's just park that properly. So before next week's stream, I will sort out my power supply situation, because that's obviously not quite right. Get that fixed. And we'll carry on with more science, because the science is quite good. I'm quite enjoying that science. If I can just stop the trees growing into my house, it would be good. Right, now I can save my position here, can't I? There we go, save big. Ta-da! Save big. Right, that'll do, my friends. Thank you very much again for your company. They all bravely ran away when they saw your massive cannon, said the vicar to the tart. Scatter blaster is okay, so I need to get a scatter blaster. Brilliant. Take care, my friends. I will see you on Saturday. Actually, I should be back with the continued Wing Commander. Wing Commander. That's what we were doing. Wing Commander stuff. So yes, we'll go on with that on Saturday. But until then, have a good week. Almost at the end of the week, so take care of yourself on Friday. Hopefully see you on Saturday. Back on Monday. Back on Thursday. The usual thing. Take care, my friends, and I will see you soon. You be good, fellow interlopers, and gra, and gzzt, and stuff. Take care, and I will see you soon. Be good now.